I don't believe this. The Wilson Quartet is in juvie thanks to Ingrid, Peter, Peggy, Joy, Jane, Connor, Rachel, Baraka, and Alda. And we're sorry that you'll have to suffer since you'll not be able to see your lovers.
It's a shame that I won't be able to see Summer during the time she and her siblings are in juvie.
And I'll not be able to see my sweet Callum for the same reasons.
Why can't the people at West Alyssa Beach accept the fact that the international terrors rule the world? Yeah! And why do they have to be so prepared for gangs like ours? We were thinking we should try and teach West Alyssa Beach a huge lesson. Sam and Abbi, would you like to join us?
Sorry, but we're going to have to pass on that. We don't want to disappoint our biological parents and stepmothers again.
Oh, come on. Do it for your sweethearts, Summer and Callum. Do it for our gang. In addition, we need to bring our biological parents back together. I hate Michelle for stealing our dad from our mom and Monica for making our mom bisexual.
Getting our biological parents back together? Abbi and I won't go as far as to do that.
Yeah. Even though Sam and I are biphobic to our stepmom Monica and all four of us will never accept the new marriages, we won't go as far as to force our biological parents back together.
Clint and I will see to it that you join us to teach West Alyssa Beach a lesson and get our biological parents back together.
For the last time, we are not joining you.
Landon and Clint, don't think we didn't hear what you said.
If you think you are going to separate me from your biological mom just because of our sexualities, then my word, you two are displaying biphobia. If you don't know what biphobia is, it means hatred towards bisexual people. It's different from homophobia, which is hatred towards gays and lesbians. Your mom and I are bisexual.
We also heard that you'll plot to separate your dad from Michelle. Are you too sick or something? Why can't you accept your step-parents? For that, we're taking you back to your dad's house and we'll be sure to tell him and Michelle about what you said to us.
No. Please. Don't.
Too bad, so sad. We're sure that your dad and Michelle will be so happy to hear that.
Landon, Jonah and Clint Max Packer, are you kidding me? Planning to separate me from Michelle and your mom from Monica? Are you two out of your minds?
Oh yeah, and your mom told us that you accused me of stealing your dad from her. Why on earth would you two make such an accusation?
Listen, Michelle, we just wanted to go back to how things were before this marriage mess existed. I wish our mom and dad were back together.
Landon and Clint, ever since your mom and I got divorced, you clearly have not accepted the demise for our relationship. Just please be mature and accept the fate.
And newsflash, we'll never accept this. It's mom's fault for ruining this family. Yeah! It's definitely mom's fault for ruining this family. Why can't she be straight instead of being bisexual?
Here we go again with those biphobic remarks. You know your mom, stepmothers, siblings and I are getting tired of hearing them.
So please accept the fact your mom is bisexual and that her marriage with your dad wasn't going to last long.
Do we really need to spell that out? N-O. No?
Fine. Be that way. We're done arguing about this. Do us a favor and go to your rooms. Don't come out until we call you down for dinner.
Fine. But you're going to regret this in the long run.
These arguments about the new marriage arrangements are really stressing me out. Pretty soon, I'll have lots of gray hair on my head.
I just wish Landon, Clint, Sam, and Abbi would accept the new marriages, even though Sam and Abbi aren't as bad as Landon and Clint.
So Landon and Clint, what's up?
We're here to discuss a plan to teach West Alyssa Beach a lesson.
You mean the city where Llewellyn Academy is located in? The one mine and Charlie's girlfriends tried to show them that our gang is in charge?
Yup. Landon and I are thinking all four of us should teach them a lesson. Are you willing to join us?
We sure will. Besides, Charlie and I are so mad that Kylie and Ashley are locked up in jail. It's not fair that they're in jail for invalid reasons.
It's also not fair that Sam and Abbi's lovers, Summer and Callum, are in juvie with the sisters. In addition to teaching West Alyssa Beach and the Llewellyn Academy community a lesson, Clint and I will bring our biological parents back together.
Brilliant idea, Landon and Clint.
Oh, speaking of parents, I have a brilliant idea.
Really? What is it?
After you bring your biological parents back together, you should manipulate them to become troublemakers, international terror style. Charlie and I will do the same to our parents. And then, your biological parents and our parents should form a gang. It'll be like the International Terrors, but with adults.
I'm liking this idea. Who should make up the gang?
How about the other gang members as parents? We'll get some assistance and turn those parents to look like the members of our gang. Oliver and Amber's parents will not be included since they got their makeover punishment from the Wilson Quartet and the now disbanded new generation of the International Terrors.
The other gang members as parents. Nice. Now, who should we recruit to assist us in this plan?
Let's recruit Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia. Remember, the Olivia in our gang, not Oliver's cousin.
Perfect. Those three are great to help us with our plan to get revenge on those goody two-shoes in West Alyssa Beach. And I know Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia will love what we'll do.
Okay. Tomorrow, all 7 of us will be on a video call to discuss the plan.
Wow, Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia, you 3 look amazing.
Yeah, you 3 look great. Where did you go to get your makeovers?
Thanks, boys. Our parents took us and Kim to a special salon to get our makeovers and new outfits. They had a coupon for 50% off the total cost of the makeovers.
As for me, our parents took me and Zendaya to a department store to get some new clothes and to a salon for the makeovers.
Now, what is that you boys wanted to talk to us about?
Remember how Kylie, Ashley, and the Wilson Quartet did some damage to West Alyssa Beach and ended up getting caught by some goody two-shoes?
We are aware of that. How tragic that those goody two-shoes had to sabotage our gang's plans to teach West Alyssa Beach that we rule the world.
It's so tragic. Which is why we 4 have came up with a plan to really teach West Alyssa Beach that our gang is in charge and that we rule the world.
Really? What's the plan?
Okay. To start off, not only are we teaching West Alyssa Beach a lesson, but Landon and I are plotting to reunite our biological parents. We think our mom being bisexual is the reason our biological parents split up. Maybe our stepmom Michelle stole our dad from her, or our other stepmom stole our mom from our dad. Whatever reason for our biological parents splitting up, we're going to bring them back together. Afterwards, we'll turn them into international terror-style troublemakers.
Lucas and I will turn our parents into international terror-style troublemakers. Once that is done, Landon and Clint's biological parents and our parents will lead a new gang.
All that work will be done in an underground lair in West Alyssa Beach. Regarding the new gang, it will be comprised of the other gang members' parents, except Oliver and Amber's parents.
Why aren't you including Oliver and Amber's parents in this new gang?
Well, as part of our plan, all the other gang members' parents will be getting makeovers to look like their kids. Oliver and Amber's parents already got that punishment.
However, Oliver's parents got makeovers to look like Amber and Amber's father got a makeover to look like Oliver.
Wouldn't it be great to see Oliver's parents look like Oliver and Amber's father look like Amber?
You know what? Great idea. Besides, it would be hilarious to see Oliver's father looking exactly like Oliver and Amber's father looking like the buff version of Amber. Back to the plan. Once the new gang is formed, they'll cause mayhem in West Alyssa Beach and take over Llewellyn Academy and destroy it. To be honest, that school sucks.
This is going to be great since it's our parents who are doing the crimes while we stand by and watch the chaos unfold. So Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia, are you guys in?
Hell yay. Count me in. I feel so fired up after you guys told us the plan. I look forward to seeing the chaos unfold again in West Alyssa Beach.
I'm so in. This is one of the best plans I've ever heard of. That will definitely teach West Alyssa Beach to not mess with the international terrors. Not only that, but this will teach our parents on treating us unfairly and punishing us for invalid reasons.
Oh yay. I'm totally in. I look forward to working with you guys to teach our parents in West Alyssa Beach to not mess with us.
Marvelous. So, shall we start the plan tomorrow?
Definitely. I am so ready for this.
Tomorrow sounds great. Besides, I can't wait any longer. I really want to get started with this amazing plan you guys shared with us.
Is that even a question? Sure, let's start the plan tomorrow.
Good. Now, we need to go as it's almost time for bed. Take it easy.
Take care Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia, and we'll see you 3 tomorrow.
See you all tomorrow.
Take care and I'll see you all tomorrow.
I hope today, Johnny and Jessie will not give us any trouble.
Well, AJ, since the day the International Terrors caused mayhem on Lofty's 24th birthday, Johnny and Jessie have been quiet. I hope that's a sign that they're beginning to realize the errors of their ways.
They better improve since we and Kim are already tired of their antics.
Mom and Dad, are you there? Johnny and I need to talk to you.
Hey Johnny and Jessie. What do you want to tell us?
We're proud to announce that we both got internships at a company in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
And the best part? We are going to be interns at Dunder Mifflin Paper Company.
No way. Dunder Mifflin? The Dunder Mifflin in Scranton, Pennsylvania?
You got that right, Dad. Can you believe that despite our troublemaking personalities, we managed to score some internships at Dunder Mifflin?
We're so delighted that you two are going to be interning at Dunder Mifflin. You will get the opportunity to meet the famous Michael Scott, who is the regional manager at Dunder Mifflin Scranton.
I heard so much about Michael Scott and I have to say, he's such a cool guy.
It's going to be an exciting moment for us since it's one of the steps we're taking to become non-troublemakers.
Now that's what we want to hear. So, when are you guys leaving?
We are leaving tomorrow and we've just started packing.
Great. By the way, how long will you two be in Scranton?
This internship will last a month. Plenty of time for us to learn all about Scranton and Dunder Mifflin.
Awesome. Okay, you two go on ahead and get ready for your internship. Again, your mom and I are so proud of you.
Thanks, Mom and Dad. Come on, Jessie, let's go get ready for tomorrow.
Lucy, I hope I'm not dreaming. Are Johnny and Jessie on the way to become non-troublemakers?
Honestly, I feel like the moment has finally come. Our Johnny and Jessie have seen the errors of their ways. And on top of that, they got internships at Dunder Mifflin Scranton.
This is definitely one of the best days ever.
Mum and Dad, I got some great news.
Really? Do tell us.
I got an internship at Dunder Mifflin Paper Company in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Really? Our Olivia got an internship at Dunder Mifflin Scranton?
Yup. Even though I'm a member of the International Terrors, I did well on the interview and got an offer.
Olivia, your mom and I are so proud of you. Even though you are a troublemaker, we did see some potential in you and you demonstrated that potential by getting that internship.
How do you feel getting that internship? Are you excited for it?
Oh yes. It means I'll be working under the regional manager, Michael Scott. I'll also be working with some cool people like Pam Beasley, Jim Halpert, and White Schrute.
It must certainly be an honor to work with those people. Be sure to get their autographs before your internship ends. By the way, how long is this internship?
It will last a month, starting tomorrow.
Are you in the process of getting ready?
Of course I am, Dad.
Good to hear, Olivia. Now you go on and get ready for your internship at Dunder Mifflin Scranton. Again, we're so proud of you.
Thanks again, Mum and Dad. Now, I'll go finish getting ready for the internship.
You go and do that, sweetie. Reese, I hope what Olivia told us is true.
I hope so too, Siobhan.
Huh. Landon, Clint, Lucas, and Charlie told us to meet them here. I wonder where they are?
Not to mention, they said for me to go with you. They better not plot anything disastrous.
At least it didn't take a long time to get from Vyond City to West Alyssa Beach thanks to the new high-speed shuttle between the two cities.
Yeah. It takes at most 2 hours to travel between the two cities. With the high-speed express, it takes about 45 minutes to get there. It's cool that there are car-carrying trains. Anyway, I have a feeling this is fishy. If we find out our boys are planning something disastrous, they'll be in so much trouble.
Oh look, there are notes on the candy bags. Let's have a look. It says, Dear George, Megan, Brandon, and Matty, we wanted to say that we're sorry for the trouble we've caused throughout the years. As a way of saying sorry, we got you special chocolates from Belgium. We hope you like them. Sincerely, Landon, Clint, Lucas, and Charlie.
Sounds like the boys are apologizing for their actions. Well, I suppose we can trust them this time.
They sound like they're sorry. Now that we read the notes, let's enjoy the chocolates.
I guess we shall do that then.
Wow. This is good.
Delicious. The boys picked some nice chocolates.
I love this chocolate.
The boys are so sweet to do all this.
Oh no. I'm getting sleepy.
You got it right, Megan.
Well, it looks like mine and Lucas's parents and Landon and Clint's biological parents are turning into international terror-style troublemakers.
It was a great idea for you four to pour a few drops of that evil potion onto the chocolates. Now before we go meet up with your parents, let's give you makeovers.
And once we give you makeovers, you four will do the same to us.
And after all our makeovers are done, we'll give our biological parents and Lucas and Charlie's parents makeovers to make them look like true international terrors. Okay, let's get the makeovers done. So, all of us look like some of the characters from The Office. Cool.
Yay. I thought we would do something new and make us look like characters from that popular US sitcom.
Now let's go over our new aliases. I'm Michael Scott, Clint is Ryan Howard, Lucas is Dwight Schrute, Charlie is Andy Bernard, Jessie is Angela Martin, Johnny is Jim Halpert, and Olivia is Pam Beasley.
That's brilliant that you boys made me as Pam Beasley and Johnny as Jim Halpert, since he and I are in a relationship.
Yeah. Since you two are a couple, we thought we'd make you to look like Jim and Pam, the most popular couple from that show.
You all did great with the makeovers. No one will recognize us as members from our gang. However, we need to be careful as there could be Office fans in the city.
So guys, are you ready to go meet up with George, Megan, Brandon, and Maggie, who should be as evil as us?
Oh yeah. Let's go meet up with them, give them makeovers, and tell them their next task.
Oh yeah. Time to cause destruction in this city.
You said it, babe.
This is going to be great and I look forward to bringing normality back to the world.
George, you took the words out of my mouth. This is why I love you. We think alike.
Hey George, Megan, Brandon, and Maggie.
We see you four already gave yourselves makeovers. Well done.
Hello there. Are you our mentors or something?
Yup. We're your mentors. I'm Ryan and these are my associates Michael, Dwight, Andy, Angela, Jim, and Pam.
Nice to meet you, Michael, Ryan, Dwight, Andy, Angela, Jim, and Pam. So, what do you want us to do?
First off, you two will lead a new gang. Have you decided on the name of the gang?
We came up with several names. The Viper's Nest, the Karma Chameleons, the Senior Swindlers, and the Misdemeaning Menaces. Which one do you like?
The Karma Chameleons has a nice ring to it.
Yeah. That name is perfect.
Definitely go with the Karma Chameleons. I agree with what Andy, Dwight, and Ryan said. Your gang name should be the Karma Chameleons.
Okay. We're called the Karma Chameleons. Now, what should our gang be made up of?
The gang members should be the parents of all the international terrors. You'll kidnap them, give them makeovers to look like the terrors, and manipulate them to be evil.
Once the makeovers are done, you and your gang will take over West Alyssa Beach and destroy Llewellyn Academy.
Perfect.
Before we get started, Brandon, you and Michelle will get a divorce and Maggie, you and Monica will get a divorce. To be honest, Michelle made Brandon cheat on Maggie and Monica is the reason Maggie is bisexual.
No way. That woman will pay for this. How dare she ruin mine and Maggie's relationship?
Now I see the truth about Monica. She made me bisexual.
Once you two break up with your spouses, you two should remarry.
Great idea. Maggie is my lover for life and I regret having to divorce from her thanks to that Michelle lady.
So, let's get this plan into action. George, Maggie, Brandon, and I are ready to cause mayhem.
That's the spirit, Megan. Let's start off with Brandon and Maggie divorcing their so-called spouses and then you'll kidnap the international terrors' parents and make them evil.
Babe, what happened to you? Why do you look like that?
Well, Michelle, a little birdie told me that you made me cheat on Maggie.
Excuse me? Is this another rumor that Landon and Clint came up with?
No. Not at all. It's the truth. And I want a divorce.
What the hell, Brandon? A divorce? I never did anything to you. You chose to marry me after you and Maggie divorced. You two weren't going to last anyway because Maggie is bisexual.
Shut up. I want a divorce and that's final.
Are you drunk or high on drugs?
No. I just realized the truth about you. You're nothing but a manipulator. Thanks to you, I regret divorcing Maggie and marrying you. Now, get out. And take those stupid kids with you and never come back.
No. Now stop playing games with me. Think about the children.
If you don't get out of here this instant, then I'll have no choice but to call the cops and have you arrested for trespassing. Oh yeah, and I'll be sure to have that wedding ring destroyed and I'll get a new one with Maggie. In addition, I'll file a restraining order against you.
That's it. I'm leaving with the kids. You're going to regret this for sure. How could you do this to me and our kids?
No. Please tell me you're joking.
I'm sorry, but this is for real. You made me bisexual by flirting with me without my consent.
But Maggie, I didn't make you bisexual. You were bisexual after you felt attracted not just to men, but also women. Someone just spread that rumor to make us look bad.
I don't care. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a man to get back together with. I can't believe you would ruin my relationship with Brandon. Oh, and I'll be sure to not only destroy that wedding ring, but also file a restraining order against you. You are one sick woman, Monica.
Think about the kids. You leaving them can hurt them.
Say all you want. I'm still leaving. Goodbye for good.
No. Please come back.
Cry all you want. It's never going to happen.
Now that Maggie divorced me and left me, I assumed Brandon did the same thing to Michelle.
Babe, I'm so glad we're back together. We're definitely meant to be.
I agree, dear. I'm so sorry that we got divorced in the first place.
I'm sorry too. Now, let's go join George and Megan and kidnap all the international terrorists' parents and give them makeovers to look like they're troublemaking kids.
You said it, darling.
This is terrible. My stepmom, Maggie, divorced my biological mom for an invalid reason.
Not to mention, my stepfather, Brandon, divorced mine, April, and David's mom. I can't believe this has happened.
Why? Why is this happening? I wish Daddy was back to normal. Seeing him in that new appearance and leaving Mommy was scary.
Don't worry, kids. Monica and I will get to the bottom of this fiasco and everything will be back to normal.
Oh no, we hear Monica and Michelle crying.
Please tell us this is a dream.
Well, Sam and Abbi, you're not dreaming at all. This is the real deal. Your biological parents have gone insane and divorced your stepmothers.
It's true. Your dad, out of nowhere, divorced me, saying that I made him cheat on your mother.
And your mother accused me of making her bisexual. I mean, come on. She's bisexual because she developed feelings for women.
What? Our biological parents? Divorcing our stepmothers? What's going on?
We have no idea at the moment.
And we want to say that we have nothing to do with this.
You have to trust us, please. We're aware of the trouble we caused in the past.
We believe you, Sam and Abbi. Even though you may not like your stepmothers, you wouldn't go as far as to separate us from your biological parents.
And since we're in this temporary arrangement, we can have some fun together. In addition, we'll work together to improve our relationships. How does that sound?
This sounds great. Abbi and I are up for it since we're starting to feel bad for what you have to go through and that we want to improve things with you guys.
This definitely works. We definitely feel bad for you guys and your stepmothers. We hate seeing you guys like that.
Great! We're definitely looking forward to this and hopefully, your biological parents will snap out of it and go back to being married to your stepmothers.
Good job, Brandon and Maggie, for divorcing Landon, Clint, Sam, and Abbi's stepmothers. Now, time to move on to the next phase of the plan.
Time to kidnap the international terrors' parents, give them makeovers to look like the terrors, and all of you will cause chaos in West Alyssa Beach.
Actually, why don't they find a way to invite the parents over, knock them out, and give them the makeovers?
That's even better. Okay, you guys. Find a way to get the parents into here and from there, you'll knock them out and give them the makeovers.
Roger that. Okay, George, Brandon, and Matty, let's go get those parents.
So far, this is going great. I can't wait to see the parents' reactions to them looking like their kids.
I am sure they'll scream as loud as the parking lot Karen from the movie, Madia Goes to Jail.
Wow, a party. Tonight? At an underground restaurant? Sounds great. AJ and I will see you, Brandon, George, and Megan there. See you later, Maggie. Goodbye. Well, AJ, Maggie, Brandon, George, and Megan invited us out to have dinner at an underground restaurant.
That's so nice of them. Did they tell you the name of the restaurant?
It's called the Bedrock Bistro. They serve cool foods from the prehistoric times.
That sounds fancy. I bet they serve Bronto burgers.
I'm sure they do. Now, let's go get ready for tonight.
You said it, dear.
Charlotte dear, I got a text from George Cook, inviting us to join him, Megan, Brandon, and Maggie for a party at an underground restaurant called the Bedrock Bistro.
Oh, how sweet of them.
He told me the restaurant serves food from the prehistoric times.
The prehistoric times? Wow. I've always wanted to try different foods from different eras. I am sure the food from the prehistoric times will be delicious.
It should be a fun gastronomical journey for us. Now, we shall get ready and head to the restaurant.
Yeah. Let's go get ready and let William, Olivia, and Amelia know that we'll be out.
All right guys, we're here at the restaurant. It does look prehistoric to me, so this must be it.
I wonder where Brandon, Maggie, George, and Megan are.
Yeah, they should be here soon because all of us are ready to have fun.
Come on, Brandon, Maggie, George, and Megan, where are you? We're here, ready to party.
Yo. What up, guys? We're here.
Well, Brandon, Maggie, George, and Megan, why are you dressed like that?
You better not be plotting to cause any trouble.
Oh yeah, if I remember correctly, Brandon, George, and Megan have martial arts skills. I see Maggie has been getting lessons in martial arts.
You're right, dear. George, Megan, and Brandon do have martial arts skills, and it does look like Maggie has been getting lessons in martial arts.
So Brandon, Maggie, George, and Megan, or should I say, BMGM, are you for becoming protectors of West Alyssa Beach since 2 crimes have happened there?
Well, you're right that George, Megan, and I have backgrounds in martial arts and that I taught Maggie martial arts.
And actually, we're on a mission to bring normality back to the world. Our first stop is here in West Alyssa Beach.
We're going to take over this city and destroy Llewellyn Academy.
By the way, we're leaders of our new gang, the Karma Chameleons. All of you will join us, whether you like it or not.
No way. We're not joining you guys. Did you two get high on drugs or something? You're not yourselves.
You're pretty much acting like your kids, Landon, Clint, Lucas, and Charlie. You better snap out of that behavior this instant. You're scaring us.
Don't forget that I'm a police officer. If you 4 get up to no good, then I'll be happy to arrest you.
Arrest us? Ha. Nice try.
You're not arresting any of us because we're powerful and you're not.
Okay, George, do the honors and activate the memory spray.
Roger that, Maggie.
What?
Perfect. They're fully knocked out.
Time to give them makeovers to look like the international terrors.
What the hell? I look like Oliver, our ex-son.
And I look exactly like Oliver. How dare they do this to us?
I can't believe BMGM made me look like my ex-daughter, Amber. This is a disaster.
Am I? Precious. Hair. I look hideous in Oliver's hairstyle.
This makes me so upset to see that BMGM cut your hair short just so you have Oliver's hairstyle. Osling, last time we got kidnapped, I got a makeover to look like Amber. Now, you got a makeover to look like the buff version of Amber.
I remember how terrible it was that you 2 got makeovers to look like Amber while I got one to look like Oliver. Honestly, this is shocking that BMGM turned into international terror-style troublemakers. Someone is behind all this.
I hope BMGM will go back to their normal personalities. Seeing them like that scares us.
No way. Recent I look like Olivia.
I look ridiculous. This outfit looks way better on Olivia. Also, they shaved off my beard.
BMGM made me look like a mix of Allison and Victoria. I am wearing Victoria's outfit and Allison's headband. I know this because Victoria wears yellow and Allison wears purple.
Yikes. I look like Timothy wearing Andrew's outfit.
Wow, I look like Johnny. Johnny looks way better in this outfit.
And I look like Jessie. I look weird in this outfit. No offense to Jessie.
BMGM has crossed the line. They're in so much trouble.
We know this because they woke us up and told us they sprayed memory spray at all of us and gave us the makeovers while we're knocked out.
Once we get our hands on those 4, they'll have to pay for all of our salon appointments.
Yeah. Those 4 will get karma for turning us into our troublemaking kids.
I feel so angry about this that I just want to strangle them, Homer Simpson style.
Or even better, turn them into Landon, Clint, Lucas, and Charlie and see how they like it.
How dare BMGM turn me into a mix of Kelsie, Melanie, and Summer. I have Summer's hairbow and shirt, Kelsie's hairstyle, and Melanie's pants and shoes.
No shit, Sherlock. Why the hell do I look exactly like Callum? This is getting ridiculous.
OMG, I look like Ashley.
BMGM made me look like Kylie. Seriously, they need to get their heads checked because what they're doing to all of us is insane.
Those idiots will get what's coming to them. Let's gather the rest of the terrorists' parents and show BMGM who's boss.
If you think you're going to mess with the leaders of the Karma Chameleons, then think again. By the way, I'm Michael and this is one of my associates, Ryan. We're the mentors of the new gang, the Karma Chameleons. Our other mentors are Dwight, Andy, Pam, Jim, and Angela.
Oh, I see. Well, you can tell Brandon, Maggie, George, and Megan that they better change all of the international terrorists' parents back into their original appearances.
I'm afraid not. Now, come with us as Brandon, Maggie, George, and Megan are ready for the initiation.
You can tell BMGM to go to hell because we're not getting involved in this game of theirs.
They said you're joining them, whether you like it or not. So stop whining and come with us.
Fine. Let's just go with it, guys.
All of you look perfect. You look just like your troublemaking kids.
Plus, it's hilarious to see Noah look exactly like Oliver. It's like he's Oliver's clone.
Perfect. You call this perfect? More like ridiculous.
There's nothing funny about me looking exactly like Oliver. In fact, once this fiasco is over, I'll have trouble sleeping since all I can think about is that psychopath.
Not to mention, you cut off my beautiful hair and gave me Oliver's fahok. How dare you?
You 4 and your mentors will pay for ruining our appearances.
Oh, quit your whining and get used to it. Now, we're going to begin the initiation of the Karma Chameleons.
Now that you've gotten your makeovers, it's time to turn you into international terror-style troublemakers.
No way. You're not turning us into our troublemaking kids.
If you think you're going to turn us into troublemakers, then you got another thing coming.
So if I were you, I would change everyone back to their original appearances and spray some memory spray to make us forget what happened.
Say all you want. We are still going to turn you into international terror-style troublemakers.
Alright Maggie, you got the evil spray ready?
I got the spray ready. Let's do this.
Splendid. Now, activate the spray.
Roger that, Dwight.
Don't you?
Excellent. The spray worked. They're becoming evil like the international terrors.
All right, folks. How are you feeling?
Yeah, baby, We're fired up, ready for action.
We're all set to bring normality back to the world.
Charlotte and I can't wait to start causing mayhem, just like how Olivia did.
Splendid. We're happy that you're ready to bring normality back to the world.
Now, we want to mention the #1 rule in the Karma Chameleons. No one, and we mean no one, leaves the gang unannounced and exposes our plans.
If any of you break that rule, then we'll have no choice but to make you regret that decision.
Do all of you understand that?
Yes. We heard you loud and clear.
And rest assured, we'll never leave this great gang.
So BMGM, Michael, Ryan, Dwight, Andy, Pam, Jim, and Angela, what's the game plan?
Glad that you understood the #1 rule and that you're hyped for this. Now, your goal is to bring normality back into the world, starting with this city, West Alyssa Beach.
First, we want all you, including Brandon, Maggie, George, and Megan, to take over some of the houses in the city. Even better if they're the Llewellyn Academy students' homes.
If the original homeowners come to the houses, you tell them the house is yours. If they refuse to acknowledge that, then beat them up.
Next, we'll be plotting to take over Llewellyn Academy. We'll be kicking out all the teachers and staff, and all of you will be the teachers. Maggie, George, Megan, and I will be the new leaders. The classes you will teach will be about the international terrors and nothing else.
For example, Monica and Gregory will be teaching a course called KMSC 101, where you'll teach the students about Kelsie, Melanie, Summer, and Callum.
We'll do all that for 1 week, and after that, all of us will take out our hammers and tools and destroy the school.
All this will teach West Alyssa Beach and the state of Selena for being such goody two-shoes by being non-troublemakers and promoting foreign language studies. Now that we told you everything, what do you think?
This plan is brilliant. Let's not waste any more time and get this plan into action.
Excellent. Now, all of us will go find a house to stay in.
Jim, Angela, Michael, Dwight, Andy, Ryan, and I will stay here as this is our place to stay. If you need anything, let us know and we'll help you.
Now, go on and have fun. Make us proud.
Wow, this house is great. We don't care who lives in this house. We love it.
I agree with you, dear. If the original homeowners come here, then we'll show them proof that we own the house. If they refuse to acknowledge that, then we'll beat them up.
Wow, we had a good time at the park. Now time to... Wait a minute, who are you guys?
And who are you guys?
No, you don't have to tell us. We know you're here to steal our house. Get out of here right now, or else we'll call the cops to have you arrested, or even better, we'll call the ICE and have you deported out of this country for good.
How on earth did you get into our house?
We're not telling you, and you can't make us.
You obviously can't break into our house and not change the locks. You must have found a way to make a copy of our house keys.
No shit, Sherlock. Fine, we'll tell you. We hired a locksmith to make a copy of your house key. Let's just say he found a way to make it since the original keys aren't around.
You two are out of your minds for doing that.
You two should get out of here this instant. We will not tolerate people breaking into our house and claiming it's theirs.
Mom and Dad, those two remind me of the Wilson Quartet. That lady looks like a mix of Kelsie, Melanie, and Summer, and that man looks like Callum.
Bravo, you got that right, kid. Now the three of you, get out right now.
Excuse me? This is our house. We live in this house, not you two.
Yeah, you two should leave or we'll call the cops and have you arrested for squatting.
Randy, this is about to get ugly. So please go to a friend's house.
Okay, Dad, I hope you and Mom will kick those two out for taking over our house for no reason at all.
We sure will.
Your son left our house. Now it's your turn to leave.
Now, we can settle this in a mature and calm way. We'll go get the documents to prove this is our house and not yours.
Fine, go get your documents. I'm sure the documents they'll get are fake.
All right, in my hand is a document, showing proof that we purchased this house and we're the owners.
This definitely looks fake. We own this house and you don't. We don't need to show you proof because we said so. Oh yeah, and I'm president of the Homeowners Association. I can do whatever I want.
Now, as husband of the HOA president, I order you to leave or else face an Oliver Cologne and Amber Griffith-style punishment. Besides, you two and your son are infesting this country. If you three went back to wherever you came from, then that's 3 less foreigners we'll have to deal with.
Wow, you two are acting like your kids Kelsie, Melanie, Summer, and Callum. I know you are Gregory and Monica Wilson. Just snap of this behavior and we'll forget this happened.
Besides, you two are just brainwashed to act like the international terrors. They're nothing but a group of criminals.
And you two should be arrested for squatting. Squatting is illegal in this country, and you should be ashamed of yourselves for doing that.
I remember thinking, I'm about to beat this bitch up.
That's it. We asked you many times to leave this house and instead, you had the audacity to not only argue with us about who owns this house, but also talk smack about the international terrors.
Now, time for you two to receive your Oliver Cologne and Amber Griffith-style punishment.
You'll be in a lot of trouble if you even think about giving us that punishment. Don't you dare.
It's time for you to say your last words.
What? Spiked bats? You're not seriously going to beat us up with those bats?
Oh yes we will. We won't beat you up unless you take back what you said about the international terrors and say that my husband and I are the rightful owners of this house.
Please, you two don't own this house. If you even think about beating us up, then we'll have you arrested for assault.
Getting us arrested just for protecting our house? That's it. Time for you two to get a taste of these spiked bats.
I can't believe you two.
Why did you beat us up?
That's what you two get for refusing to leave our house that we rightfully own, arguing with us, and talking smack about the international terrors. Oh, and newsflash, the international terrors are the best gang ever and we're so glad that our kids are part of the group.
Now listen carefully you two. If you even think about telling the police about this, then you'll die in the most painful way possible.
You better listen to my husband's warning. And we're not joking. You will die in the most painful way if you even utter one word about this to the police. Got it?
Fine, we'll not report you to the police.
Good. Now, we'll call an ambulance to take you to the hospital. Remember, don't utter one word about this to the police.
Just be lucky we're nice enough to send you to the hospital to get treated for your injuries. This is another way to make you not squeal on us.
Wow, Randy, I'm sorry to hear that your house was taken over by 2 people. In addition, you said that those 2 people looked like the Wilson Quartet.
It's scary, Liam. I hope my parents were successful in getting our house back. I better pick it up. Hello?
Hello? Is this Randy Chen?
This is him speaking.
I'm Dr. Amita Banerjee calling from the Secure Gardens Hospital. Your parents have been admitted here.
What? My parents are at the hospital. Are they okay?
Well, they are currently in critical condition. They've suffered multiple injuries from being beaten up with spiked bats.
What? Spiked bats? Okay, doctor, I'll be there.
Okay, I'll see you there. Goodbye.
Your parents are at a hospital in critical condition.
Yes, Liam, I better go check up on them.
Why don't we take you there? Besides, we also want to see how badly injured they are.
Sure, all right, we better get a move on and go see my parents. No, Mom, Dad, I thought you would just get away with just little scratches. But no, you look badly beaten up.
I know, sweetheart. I'm in so much pain.
Same here. I can't believe Gregory and Monica, who were dressed up like their kids, would beat us up with spiked bats.
George and Ingrid, this is terrible. I can't believe that you got beaten up that badly.
Do you need to have any surgeries?
Whatever, by the looks of it, we may need to have surgery.
Surgery, really?
Don't worry, Randy, we'll get through with this.
Please be strong. We'll get better soon.
Okay, Mom and Dad.
Hello everyone. I'm Dr. Amrita Banerjee.
Doctor, how are my parents doing?
Well, they sustained severe injuries from those spike bats that the two people used to hit them. It looks like they'll require surgery.
What? Surgery?
Unfortunately, the injuries your parents have sustained are severe enough to require them to get surgery.
Are you able to tell me how bad my parents' injuries are and the surgery costs?
I'll give you the details, but I'm only permitted to share the information with the family members only. Anyone who isn't part of the Chen family must wait outside.
Liam, Sierra, and Mr. and Mrs. Sampson, please wait for me outside.
No problem. Come on guys, let's give Randy and his family some space.
Now, I shall go in detail of the injuries your parents have suffered.
I am sure they're bad.
The injuries caused by the spiked bats are worse than baseball bats. The spikes make the injuries much worse. Both your parents have several broken bones, blunt force head trauma, internal bleeding, and some organ damage.
Wow, that's a lot of deadly injuries. I'm lucky that my parents are still alive.
Your parents are strong people. Now, before we can perform the surgeries, we'll need a $2,000 non-refundable deposit.
Only $2,000?
Well, we might as well use some of that money from our emergency fund to pay the deposit.
Great. Now, the final bill for the surgeries will be out 1 to 2 days after the surgeries have been performed.
I see. Well, let's hope our health insurance can cover most of the bill.
Randy, while your father and I are here at the hospital, you'll need to stay with your friend, Liam, and his family until the surgeries are done.
Sounds good, Mom.
Dr. Banerjee, when can we start paying the deposit for the surgeries?
Well, you can pay now and then we can schedule the day to perform the surgeries.
Okay, we can pay now and get the surgeries done.
I'm glad this is working out. Now, I shall go with Liam and his family. I wish you guys a speedy recovery. Take care, you too.
Thanks, dear, and you take care as well.
Take care, son.
Rest assured, your parents will be in good hands with the nurses and doctors here.
Good to hear. Okay, off I go. Take care, Mom and Dad.
You two just had the nerve to beat up two people with spiked bats when you can just settle that dispute in a mature and calm way.
You two will be put away for a long time.
How dare you two arrest me and my husband? We did nothing. That anonymous tipper probably lied just to get us arrested.
We only beat those two idiots up in self-defense. They broke into our house and were plotting to steal it.
I can't be arrested. I am president of the Homeowners Association.
I demand that you set me and my wife free and let us off with a warning.
And just what do you two officers think you're doing? I demand you set my friends free. They did nothing wrong because they defended their house from thieves.
Ma'am, your friends beat two people up with spiked bats. We take assault crimes seriously.
Maggie and Brandon, save us. Please.
Yeah. My wife and I don't want to be arrested.
See what you officers did. You made our friends cry. How dare you?
Listen, your friends committed crimes. Thus, they get arrested and put away for a long time.
If you don't let my friends go this instant, then I have no choice but to call your supervisor and get you two fired. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah. And if you don't comply, then we'll call every police department in this country and tell them to not hire you.
You better let them go now. You should be ashamed of yourselves for arresting Gregory and Monica. Monica is the HOA president, so she doesn't deserve to get arrested.
Wow. You are heading the right way to getting arrested for threatening police officers.
Oh, shut up. Now, I'm not going to say this again. Let them go.
And we promise to keep an eye on them to make sure they don't get into any trouble.
Fine. Gregory and Monica, you'll be let off with a warning.
Just be glad we're doing this for the sake of our jobs. We don't want to get fired since your friends threatened to get us fired if we don't set you free.
Oh, thank you, officers. We promise to stay out of trouble.
Thank you, officers, for setting our friends free. We promise to keep a close eye on them.
You better. Otherwise, they'll be arrested for good.
We're so grateful for you too. Thank you for saving us.
You're welcome. Now, let's go meet up with our gang and discuss our plans to take over and destroy Llewellyn Academy.
Oh yeah, baby. I know all of us can't wait to take over and destroy that school.
Hell yeah. By the way, well done for beating up those two people with sparked bats.
Thanks, guys. Now, let's go meet up with our gang.
You said it, Gregory.
Thank you, Mom and Monica, for taking us out to the salon to get our haircuts and to the department store to get us new clothes.
I had so much fun. Thank you, Monica and Michelle, for treating us to this amazing shopping trip.
I love my new haircut and outfit. I'm glad I went with you all.
I love my new hairstyle so much and this outfit is fantastic.
Thank you, Mom and Michelle, for this fun trip. I love my haircut and outfit so much.
Thank you, Mommy and Monica, for buying me these new clothes. I love them so much.
You're welcome, kids. Monica and I are happy to hear you're pleased with your new clothes and haircuts.
Since you kids were well behaved, Michelle and I have decided to take you to a restaurant of your choice.
I was thinking Barnyard Barbecue. I'm in the mood for some delicious Southern barbecue.
Southern barbecue? That sounds splendid.
I heard Flo from the Dash series games did a cooking show featuring that restaurant. I've seen the food she cooked there and it looked delicious. Let's go there.
I would love to eat at that restaurant. I heard they serve delicious turkeys and steaks.
I bet that restaurant has a nice barnyard setting. Let's all go there.
I agree with all my siblings. Let's go to Barnyard Barbecue.
Barnyard Barbecue it is. Let's go, everyone.
Wow! All this food looks amazing!
I agree with Abbi. This food looks great. It's a great idea to go to Barnyard Barbecue for dinner.
All this food is delicious. I'm glad my siblings and I agreed on this restaurant.
I can't wait to dig into all this yummy food.
I'm hungry. I can't wait to dig in.
I heard so much about how good the smoked garlic turkey is. I look forward to trying it since we ordered it.
I'm happy to hear you kids are looking forward to digging in.
I'm glad I am spending time with all of you. Madison, Sam, Abbi, April, Vanessa, and David. I'm glad you're in my life. You kids are the best.
I can say the same to you kids. Through the ups and downs of life, you kids put a smile in my face.
And let's hope mine, Abbi, April, and David's biological parents turn back into their normal selves.
We hope so too, and at the same time, there will be clues as to who manipulated them to turn evil.
I agree, Monica. Besides, they wouldn't turn evil on their own.
Agreed. Anyway, let's all enjoy all this delicious food.
You said it, Madison. So everyone, how are you enjoying your meals? For me, this steak is well seasoned and the spicy coleslaw goes well with it.
The food is amazing. I'm loving the smoked garlic turkey and coleslaw.
My steak is delicious and it definitely goes well with the coleslaw.
I love the smoky flavor coming from the ribs. Plus, the corn on the cob is fantastic.
My steak is well seasoned and the spicy coleslaw has a good amount of spice. A delicious combo.
As I would expect, the smoked garlic turkey is full of flavor. Plus, it pairs well with the creamed corn. I'm glad I chose to eat the smoked garlic turkey.
I love the steak and pairing it with the creamed corn was the best decision.
Yummy. The ribs are tasty and it goes well with the corn on the cob.
Well, I'm happy to hear all of you are enjoying your meals. Be sure to save some room for dessert.
Okay guys, today's the day that the gang will take over Llewellyn Academy.
Before we go on into detail about the plan, I have something to say.
What is it, Olivia?
I was thinking we will stay behind as the gang destroys the school. After the school gets destroyed, all of us will head home so that we won't get caught by the police or our parents when they turn back to normal.
That's exactly what we're going to do. Stay behind while the gang destroys the school and head back home after they're done so that we won't get arrested.
Great. Okay, time to check in with the gang.
Okay folks, today's the day. The reason we're up so early is because we need to break into the school before all the students and faculty show up.
If we were to break into the school and take over it while the students and faculty are there, it'll be game over for us because we'll be arrested by then.
All of us had time in the past few days to come up with a great punishment for those students who rebel against learning about the international terrors.
We will have those students listen to a loop of a song from Susan Skidmore's album, Saturday Night Skidmore. They'll listen to that until the school day is over.
That song is perfect. That way, the students will get so annoyed by the song that they'll want to learn about the international terrors instead of listening to that song.
Alright gang, are you ready to take over Llewellyn Academy?
Hell yeah. Time to show West Alyssa Beach that there's no place in this world for foreign language studies.
I am looking forward to teaching everyone about Amber. They'll definitely love her because she's both a beauty queen and a queen bee.
Noah and I are ready to teach those brats all about King Oliver.
Lucy and I will teach those students everything they need to know about Johnny and Jessie. You know I am a teacher, so I'm going to have so much fun with this.
Siobhan and I are going to educate those students all about Olivia.
Jermaine and I are ready for this. Those students are going to have fun learning all about Andrew, Allison, and Victoria.
You can count on Marcus and I to teach those students all about Kylie and Ashley.
Monica and I are so looking forward to teaching everyone all about Kelsie, Melanie, Summer, and Callum. Oh yeah, and since I'm a teacher, I'm totally going to have fun with this.
Excellent. Now, go get your supplies ready and head to the school. Remember, you're doing this for 1 week and after that, you'll destroy the school.
Alright Brandon, we've already installed our cameras throughout the school so that our mentors will watch the chaos that will unfold here.
Nice work. By the way, George and Megan are outside, keeping a close eye on the school's faculty and staff, including Dr. Hull and Mr. Lewis, the school's leaders.
Good. Those two, the staff and faculty, better not come in here and ruin our plans.
Yeah. Now, let's do some final checks before the school day starts.
Okay. Not only are we leading the school with Brandon and Maggie, but we're also security guards and Brandon and Maggie's bodyguards.
Yes. No one messes with our gang, especially us, Brandon and Maggie.
Oh yeah, these sunglasses make me look like a real security guard.
I agree. Sunglasses make people look cool, especially security guards. Oh, you must be Dr. Llewellyn Hall and Mr. Lewis, the leaders of Llewellyn Academy.
Yes, we are. Who are you two?
We're Marge and Jill, the school's new security guards.
Wait, I thought Jacob was the school's security guard.
Well, he told us that he's got a new security guard job at another school and that we'll be taking over as the school's security guards.
I see. What a shame that Jacob left our school so soon.
Also, we have some bad news.
I'm afraid to tell you that you, the staff, and faculty, will be unable to access the school for a week.
Really? Why is that?
Well, an organization called Maggie B Staff and Faculty Training Inc. have chosen this school to do a test trial for its latest groups of teachers, principals, and staff. Each day, there will be a group of 2 leaders, staff, and faculty that will be present. All the candidates will be assessed on how effective they are at their jobs. Again, this trial will last a week. Don't worry. You, the staff, and the faculty will not lose your jobs.
I know how upsetting this is to get the news latent that you are looking forward to a new school day. But think about it. All of you will get a 1-week break.
Eleanor and I completely understand. Well, we'll have to send an email to all the staff and faculty and inform them that they don't need to come to work for a week.
Thank you, Marge and Gil, for informing us about this change.
You're welcome. You two, along with the staff and faculty, enjoy your 1-week break.
And try not to worry about the school. We'll do our job to keep the school standing. Once you come back, it'll be in the same condition as you left it.
You two are awesome. Okay, we're off. Take care, Marge and Gil.
Take care, Eleanor and Rhys. That went perfect. Those two numbskulls have no idea what we're really doing for 1 week.
Yeah. Those two, along with the school staff and faculty, will not see this coming. I know all of us can't wait to destroy this school.
We shall continue monitoring the front of the school until the school day begins.
Randy, I'm sorry to hear that your parents got beaten up by Mr. Wilson, who looked like Callum, and Mrs. Wilson, who looked like a mix of Kelsie, Melanie, and Summer.
It was terrible. I thought they would just walk away with a few scratches, but no, they were severely injured.
I can vouch for that. I saw how badly injured Randy's parents were. In fact, Randy told me that their injuries were so severe, they needed surgeries.
I am so shocked at how the Wilson quartet's parents beaten up your parents to the point that they need not just one surgery, but multiple surgeries. Since your parents are at the hospital, where are you staying at?
I am staying at Liam's house until my parents' surgeries are done.
That's great.
For some strange reason, I didn't see Dr. Hall or Mr. Lewis anywhere. Do you girls have any idea where they are?
Come to think of it, all of the school's staff and faculty aren't present. We are greeted by two security guards named Madge and Bill, and they told us to go to the auditorium for an assembly.
I have no idea where Dr. Hall, Mr. Lewis, the staff, and the faculty are. Maybe they overslept or something?
Fionnuala, Fionn, and Betty, I have a feeling something strange is going on here. I mean, Dr. Hall and Mr. Lewis not being present is concerning.
When I asked Marge and Gil about the whereabouts of the leaders, staff, and faculty, they said that they are away on a 1-week vacation in Fiji. Now, does that sound fishy or something?
Indeed it does. We aren't scheduled to go on a break this week.
Well, we'll just have to see what this assembly is about, and hopefully, we will have answers to the whereabouts of Dr. Hall, Mr. Lewis, and the school's staff and faculty.
Good morning, students. Welcome to your first day at the School of Terror. My name is Benny.
My name is Maria.
I'm Jill. You already met me at the front of the school.
I'm Marge. You also met me at the front of the school.
We four will be the new leaders of the school. In addition to leading the school, Marge and Gil will be the new security guards. Oh. And we're the leaders of our own gang, the Karma Chameleons.
No way. It's Landon, Clint, Sam, Abbi, and April's biological parents, and Lucas and Charlie's parents.
What? They are the new leaders? Tell me this is a joke.
And they're gang leaders? This scares me.
I hope all of this is just a dream. I can't imagine going to a school where all we learn about is the international terrors.
I know a lot of you are thinking, it's Brandon and Maggie Becker and George and Megan Cook. Well, no. We're their twins.
That's right. That's a fun fact you should know about us. We have twin siblings.
Benny is Brandon's twin, I'm Maggie's twin, Gil is George's twin, and Marge is Megan's twin.
Okay, everyone. In the School of Terror, you'll be educated on everything you need to know about the international terrors. I'm sure all of you are familiar with that gang.
Since there will be only 7 classes taught right now, 7 classrooms will be used. All the rest of the classrooms will be used in case of overflowing classrooms. If you can't attend your class due to overcapacity or any valid reason, don't worry. The sessions will be live streamed, so you can watch the stream on your laptops.
Now, we expect you to enjoy learning about the international terrors. If you don't or decide to rebel against learning about the international terrors, we'll punish you.
First, you'll be sent to the office to get a scolding, and then you'll head to the Skidmare room to listen to a loop of a song from the album, Saturday Night Skidmare.
You better take this warning seriously. I know a lot of you don't want to listen to that song because it's cringe.
Okay, about the uniforms, we're not a fan of them. With that said, you're free to wear your own casual outfits to school.
I can't believe from now on, we'll be learning all about the international terrors instead of academic subjects like math and science.
I really don't want to learn about the international terrors, but by the looks of it, we have no choice.
This is going to be an experience for sure.
That's all for this assembly. Now, please report to your classes. Have fun.
Alright class, I'm Austin and I'll be your instructor for Amber 101. And I know you'll have comments about my appearance. Well, let's just say I decided to spice things up and go as the buff version of Amber. Now, the number one rule in this class is that you are not to make fun of or insult Amber, who is the queen bee. Is that clear?
We get it, Mr. Griffiths.
Good, because I would hate to see you go to the Skidmore room. To start things off, let me tell you Amber's full name. Her full name is Amber Maid Griffiths.
So Maeve is her middle name?
Exactly. Moving on, you already know I'm her dad, well, ex-dad since I disowned her. Her mom's name is Angeline and sadly, she passed away from breast cancer.
Well, if it isn't that kid whose parents tried to steal Gregory and Monica Wilson's house.
And it's no surprise that Gregory and Monica sent you here since they know you're going to argue with them about what they did to your parents. Not to mention, you tipped the police about what they did to your parents. How dare you? They were almost arrested and put in jail thanks to you.
I didn't tell the police about what they did. Someone else did. You can check my call logs on my phone for proof.
We can argue about this all day, but let's get to the point.
You are to report to the Skidmore room for your punishment.
Fine, but know this, you and your gang will regret everything you have done to the Llewellyn Academy community.
I am sure that student will enjoy his time in the Skidmore room and come out begging for his mommy and daddy. Oh wait. They're in the hospital.
Yeah. No one will save him at all since his parents are suffering at the hospital.
Say hello to Saturday Night Skidmore. You know you want more. A funky Skidmore. It's good times galore. On the dance floor. Funky Skidmore, funky.
I am already disturbed by this song.
No wonder Angus covered his ears as he listened to the song. It's definitely cringe.
I can't wait until Dr. Hall and Mr. Lewis regain control of this school.
All of us definitely would agree with that.
I suppose we'll just have to make the best of this until all of this chaos is over.
Thank you for inviting me out to have burgers at this diner.
You're welcome, Zendaya.
You know, it's been almost a week since I last saw my foster parents and Olivia. I know Olivia's interning at Dunder Mifflin, but my foster parents aren't home from that party.
Same thing with my parents. I would the party to last several hours and they would be home then. But no, it's been a week.
I just realized something. Could Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia be up to something?
Well, that's possible. I hope Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia were true to our parents and that they are interning at Dunder Mifflin.
Well, we'll let time tell.
In case those three were involved in some international terror-style schemes, I have an idea on how we can get the truth out of them.
Really? Will it be as effective as having them consume some truth serum?
Definitely. I was just watching this episode of Ant Farm and I saw that Olive tricked China into running for student council. You know what China did in return?
Do tell.
She made Olive rap a song. After Olive rapped, she took the audio and spliced it to make it sound like Olive was running for student council. I was thinking we could do the same to Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia if we found out they lied about interning at Dunder Mifflin and were actually causing trouble out there.
Wow, that would be a great idea.
I am glad you like it. Now, let's call the server and pay our bill.
Wow dude, I'm sorry that you and Vyond are part of the many students who had to suffer in the Skidmore room for the rest of the school day.
It was such a cringe song. At least it's better than getting expelled.
I swear if I hear that song again, I might as well throw up.
I have a feeling the international terrors are back for a third time. Didn't they learn from what Kylie, Ashley, and the Wilson Quartet did?
It's obvious they didn't. The question is, who is behind all this?
It can't be Oliver and Amber since they're in prison for life. I don't think Andrew, Allison, Victoria, Johnny, Jessie, Olivia, Sam, and Abbi would do this.
It could be Landon, Clint, Lucas, and Charlie behind all this. I have some suspicion that Charlie, even though he's mildly dangerous, was lured into this by Lucas.
That's a good guess, some chai. And yes, Charlie is not as dangerous as his older brother, Lucas.
I can't stand listening to the teachers teaching us all about the international terrors. I hope the other members of the gang, especially Andrew, Allison, Victoria, Summer, Callum, Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia, will really see the damage the Karma Chameleons has done to not just to the Llewellyn Academy community, but also the city.
Yeah, the way I see it, the Karma Chameleons are basically the international terrors if they're adults. That should serve as a wake-up call to the remaining international terrors.
Jade and Akihiko, we can't believe you two were sent to the Skidmore room.
From your expressions, I can tell that you suffered a lot while you were in the Skidmore room.
Can't the Karma Chameleons go back to being their normal selves? I swear if I have to go listen to another loop of that Saturday Night Skidmore song, then I'll lose it.
The international terrors should see that their parents have been dressed up to look like them and causing mayhem here in this city. That should help them realize the dangers of being part of the international terrors and take steps to improving themselves for the better.
I still won't forget that Kenneth and Akihiko were manipulated by the Wilson Quartet to become members of the new generation of the international terrors. Thank God that gang is no more.
I'll never forget that day.
Same here, Akihiko.
Let's just make the best of the coming days. Besides, we have our friends and classmates and that's what's important. I'm sure Dr. Hall, Mr. Lewis, and all the staff and faculty will return soon.
You said it, Jade.
Say hello to Saturday Night Skidmore. You know you want more. A funky Skidmore. It's good times galore. On the dance floor. Funky Skidmore, funky. Say hello to Saturday Night Skidmore. You know you want more. A funky Skidmore. It's good times galore. On the dance floor. Funky Skidmore, funky.
Well guys, we're so fired up, ready to destroy the school.
Great. Did you make sure to notify the students that there's no school today?
We already did.
Great. Now, you and your gang go have fun destroying that school. Once the school's destroyed, feel free to celebrate and show this city who's boss.
Roger that, and thank you guys for being our mentors and sticking with us along the way.
We're going to make you and the international terrors proud.
We're glad to hear that. Now, go on and have fun destroying that stupid school.
They will definitely make us and the international terrors proud.
Well done guys. Now, time for the grand finale.
What we have here is the Francing Briggs loudspeaker. This speaker produces sound loud enough to fully destroy Llewellyn Academy.
Oh yeah. So, what are we waiting for? Fire up that loudspeaker.
Come on. Fire up that loudspeaker. We want to see the school reduced to dust.
Alright folks, let's do this. Time to destroy this stupid school for good. Get your earplugs on because this will be extremely loud.
Hello, Ridgeway! I am Briggs! Hello, Ridgeway! I am Briggs!
Hell yeah. We did it. We destroyed Llewellyn Academy. That school sucked anyway.
Yeah. And doing it felt awesome.
I'm glad we destroyed that school for good. Now let's go to City Hall and demand the mayor to step down.
All of you, get in the police cars. You're all under arrest for destroying Llewellyn Academy.
Oh, shit. We're busted.
Oh, shit. I guess that's it. We have no choice but to surrender.
No way. The international terrorist parents? Arrested for destroying Llewellyn Academy? There's no way they could do it on their own.
Not to mention, all the parents, except Brandon, Maggie, George, and Megan, look like their kids. I suspect some of the members of the international terrors are responsible for this.
Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll let our kids know that we'll be off to save the terrorist parents, and find out who is responsible for manipulating them to be troublemakers like the terrors. Next, we'll inform our friends to pull in some money to bail them out.
Sounds good, dear. Okay, let's get to work.
And that's my plan to improve my videos.
That's a good plan. I know it's difficult to come up with original ideas for videos, but you can do it.
Guys, I heard from the news that Llewellyn Academy has been destroyed by the international terrors' parents.
What? The international terrors' parents destroying Llewellyn Academy? That has got to be a joke.
I did watch the news and it wasn't a joke. I saw the mugshots of every one of the international terrors' parents.
Same. Sounds like someone has manipulated the international terrors' parents to become troublemakers. Looks like it's time to head to West Alyssa Beach to find out who manipulated the terrors' parents and attempt to bail the parents out.
Count me in, Simslover.
I am in. Let's save those parents and find out who is responsible for that mess.
Count me in as well. We won't let those people get away with their actions.
Oh, you four heard the news about what happened at West Alyssa Beach.
Well, you must be Zihan Wu's parents, and yes, we heard the news about what happened in West Alyssa Beach. We're actually heading there now.
We're heading there too. In fact, why don't we team up and find out who is responsible for turning the international terrorist parents into troublemakers and having them destroy Llewellyn Academy?
That's a great idea. By the way, I'm Steven SVT Cobra.
I'm Electrical Grape.
I'm Simslover163.
I'm Juan Animate.
It's nice to meet you four and we're glad you're joining us in this mission.
Okay folks, time to head to West Alyssa Beach.
Mission accomplished. I'm so glad all the international terrorist parents, ours included, destroyed the school and got sent to jail.
This should be a wake-up call to West Alyssa Beach and the whole state of Solana. Foreign language studies are terrible and will make your brain rot.
Now that we're back into our original appearances, let's go home and celebrate.
You said it, Lucas.
Hold it right there. You guys are not going anywhere.
Oh no, it's Mr. and Mrs. Wu, Zihan's parents.
And who are those four people?
I'm Steven SVT Cobra.
I'm Electrical Grape.
I'm Simslover163.
I'm Juan Animate.
Now, you seven are in a lot of trouble. We know you seven may have done this since Oliver and Amber are in prison for life, the Bates twins are in prison, the Wilson quartet is in juvie, Sam and Abbi are at home with their stepmothers and siblings, and the Beckerman triplets are at home with their siblings too.
Now, we ask that you answer this. Did you manipulate all the international terrors' parents, including yours, to become troublemakers and destroy Llewellyn Academy? Oh, and I'll be recording this to show to both your parents and the police.
Fine, we'll confess. We all took part in manipulating all the international terrors' parents, including ours, to become troublemakers and destroy Llewellyn Academy. We did all this because we hated that the Bates twins and the Wilson quartet got unfairly punished for teaching the world that our gang rules the world.
We also wanted to get revenge on all the terrors' parents for ruining their kids' lives.
Yeah! For example, mine and Landon's biological parents have ruined our family by marrying our stupid stepmothers.
Once we came up with the plan, we recruited Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia to help us with the plan.
Since we don't want our parents to find out what we're doing with Landon, Clint, Lucas, and Charlie, we lied to them about doing internships at Dunder Mifflin.
Once all that is done, we came here to West Alyssa Beach, turn Landon, Clint, Lucas, and Charlie's parents to evil people and made them leaders of the Karma Chameleons. The Karma Chameleons consisted of all the international terrors' parents who got makeovers to look like the terrors. Brandon, Maggie, George, and Megan were the gang's leaders.
Once the gang is formed, they took over several houses in the city and then taught the Llewellyn Academy all about the international terrors for 1 week. After 1 week passed, they did what they do today, destroyed the school.
And now, they're in jail, suffering.
And before we forget, we gave ourselves makeovers so that we won't be recognized by all the terrors' parents and the West Alyssa Beach police.
So to close this, we, Landon Jonah Becker, Clint Max Becker,
Lucas Jeremy Cook,
Charlie Jamie Cook,
Olivia Aaron Jones,
Johnny Caden McKeever,
and Jessie Louise McKeever
are confessing to the whole mayhem caused here in West Alyssa Beach.
Thank you for your confession, you guys. It's a good thing we didn't need to use any truth serum on you, since you spoke the truth right away.
Now, all of you head home and stay there until your parents come home.
And once your parents arrive home, be prepared for a massive scolding.
Hopefully, this experience will teach you that your actions won't go unpunished and the international terrors are a bad influence.
Okay, we're off to bail out all the international terrorist parents free and turn them back into their normal appearances.
Thank you for agreeing to help me with this college assignment.
No problem, Kim.
Now, I'm going to record you two reading what's written on this paper. Are you two ready?
I am ready, Kim.
Same here. Let's do this.
Yo. Johnny Test? That is one of our favorite shows.
Jessie is our favorite Toy Story character.
Sean McKeever is a cool comic book writer.
Clint Eastwood makes great movies.
Charlie Bucket is lucky to get the last golden ticket.
Landon Donovan is our favorite soccer player from the US of A.
Star Wars is the best thanks to George Lucas.
Oh no, here we go again. We are excited for some pancakes with maple syrup from Canada.
Their syrup helped make the pancakes great.
We gotta go and plan our trip to Canada. Holla. Thanks you too. Now, I have everything I need to complete my assignment.
You're welcome, Kim. Glad we can help.
What those two don't know is that I'm going to splice the audio and make it their confession. I knew those two were up to no good after hearing what Vyond told me.
Yo. Johnny.
And Jessie.
McKeever.
Here. We.
Helped.
Landon. Clint.
Lucas.
And
Charlie.
with
Their
plan. Holla. Perfect. Now to wait for Mom and Dad to come home. They should be out of jail by now.
All right, Olivia, ready to do this?
Yes, Zendaya.
And, start.
It's your girl here. Yo, Catherine Zeta-Jones is coming to our house. I'm so excited because she's the best. I was honored to be an assistant to her last year. One of my favorite directors is Clint Eastwood. My favorite actors are Charlie Day, Lucas Grabeel and Landon Ashworth. Olivia Rodrigo's songs are fire. I'm sorry, but I got to go. Mom and Dad are calling me down for dinner.
And, done. Thank you, Olivia, for your help.
You're welcome, Zendaya. I am glad to have helped you.
Wow! That was close. I knew Olivia got herself in trouble after hearing what Vyond told me what her parents told her. Now, time to splice the audio and make it sound like Olivia is confessing to the whole mayhem in West Alyssa Beach.
Yo, I'm Olivia Jones. I was an assistant to Landon, Clint, Lucas, and Charlie. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad.
Perfect. Now, to wait for my foster parents to come back and I'll share this with them.
Now. A gift. For us. Sounds like someone is rewarding us for making all the international terrors his parents destroy Llewellyn Academy. Let's open it and see what's inside.
Well.
Oh, shit. It's our biological parents and stepmothers.
Oh shit is right. Landon, Jonah and Clint Max Packer, you have early crossed the line with your, Lucas, Charlie, Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia's scheme.
You do realize what you've done broke my heart. How could you manipulate your father into divorcing me? Thanks to you, he broke my heart and I had to spend days crying. We have told you numerous times that your father and mother's marriage won't last long because your mother is bisexual, but you refuse to accept this. You had to spread a rumor about me making your dad cheat on your mom and a rumor about Monica making your mom bisexual just so she can steal her from your dad. That's messed up. And when I heard the news about your biological parents getting arrested for destroying Llewellyn Academy, that made me even more upset. I couldn't imagine them as troublemakers.
You two should be ashamed of yourselves for not only separating your father and I from your stepmothers, but turning us into troublemakers. You also made us look bad when we got arrested for destroying Llewellyn Academy. I mean, your father and I are model citizens and always behaved in a civil manner in public. Thank God that Alvin and Cynthia Wu, Sims Lover 163, Stephen SVT Cobra, Electrical Grape, and One Animate convinced the police to set all the terrorists' parents free.
Landon and Clint, words can't describe what you've done. You broke my heart by separating your biological mother from me. I can't believe you had the audacity to spread a rumor about me making your mom bisexual. I didn't make her bisexual. She developed feelings for women at some point. You also affected your siblings, Sam and Abbi included. In fact, after today's events, I'm sure your siblings will be so disappointed in you.
At least one good thing came out of this.
And what would that be, Thad?
Well, at least you got to see what it's like if the international terrors continue down to adulthood. In other words, you saw what your gang is like as adults.
Yeah, especially since the international terrorists' parents, except me, your father, and Lucas and Charlie's parents, got makeovers to look like the international terrors.
Oh. And it's going to take more than a sorry to fix the damage you and your friends have done. Now, it's time that we say this.
Your actions have really made all four of us question whether we should let you stay in this family.
Ever since you two became part of the international terrors, you have done nothing but cause trouble. In fact, we won't forget what you did to the Patels one time.
So, with that, you have until the end of the year to really show us you can improve. If you commit another act of crime before then you know what will happen.
And trust us, it's not going to be great. Do you understand?
Fine. We'll do our best to change. Besides, we know what's going to happen if we mess up.
You? Better. Now, march upstairs and into your rooms. Don't come out until dinner is ready.
Okay. Fine.
Seriously. What's going on in our boys' heads?
I know, right? They better change or else we have no choice but to kick them out of the family.
Landon and Clint's actions have gone far enough for us to kick them out and never associate them with us again. Let's hope they really mean it.
Yeah. We would hate to have to kick them out of the family, but given their bad history, it looks like they're heading that way.
Yeah. I know we can't bear another year with them in the family, knowing how much stress they put on us.
No way. Someone sent a gift to us?
They probably sent us this gift to congratulate us for making all the international terrorists' parents destroy Llewellyn Academy.
Probably. Now, let's open this gift.
Oh shit. It's our parents.
No shit, Sherlock. I guess we're in for it.
That's right. Lucas, Jeremy and Charlie Jamie Cook, what the hell is wrong with you?
Teaming up with Landon, Clint, Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia to manipulating us and the other international terrorists' parents to become troublemakers? Seriously?
Thanks to you 7, you made us and the other parents look bad. We destroyed a school. A school. And we got arrested for that.
If your goal is to get revenge on all the parents for making all you international terrorists' lives miserable, then, bravo! You did it. Thankfully, 6 people came to our rescue and freed us after they showed evidence that you guys and your friends are responsible for this fiasco.
You boys really need to wake up and smell the coffee. Being part of the international terrors will do you no good. You'll just cause nothing but trouble.
Yeah! Do you really think we can take more of your dangerous acts of crime? No! No way!
But at least one good thing came out of this fiasco.
And what is that?
At least you got to see us as the adult versions of the international terrors. I bet that made you realize that it's not worth being part of that gang.
Now, listen closely to what we have to say next.
Your actions have really took a toll on our mental health. Despite how many times we told you to behave yourselves and not cause trouble, you still cause trouble.
We're starting to think, can we keep you two in our family in the long run? Right now, it sounds like we can't.
So, instead of grounding you two, we propose this. You have until the end of the year to really improve yourselves for the better.
We would hate to lose you two over your drastic actions. So, you should really take this seriously. If you mess up before the year ends, then you know what will happen.
We know what will happen if we mess up, and it's going to be bad.
Indeed it will. So, starting now, think about how you're going to improve yourselves. Now, go to your rooms and stay there until dinner. Remember, really improve yourselves for the better. Man, kids these days.
Those boys better take what we said seriously. We would hate to have to kick them out.
Wow, Kim, you did a great job splicing that audio to make it sound like Johnny and Jessie were confessing to the mayhem they did in West Alyssa Beach.
On top of that, it certainly confirmed the video confession that Alvin and Cynthia Wu, Electrical Grape, Simslover, Stephen, and Watt showed to all the parents and the police.
I'm glad you like it. That way, Johnny and Jessie have no room to lie since they admitted everything.
Indeed. Now, time to call those troublemaking siblings of yours.
Johnny and Jessie, come down here right now. We have something to discuss with you.
What is it, Mom, Dad, and Kim?
I'm sure you are aware of a certain school that your father and I, along with the other international terrorists' parents, destroyed.
Really? Jessie and I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yay. We don't know what you're talking about. Oh, save it. We know you two, along with Landon, Clint, Lucas, Charlie, and Olivia, manipulated all the international terrorists' parents into becoming troublemakers. On top of that, all the parents fully destroyed Llewellyn Academy. In all my years of existence, I would never expect our parents and the other parents to do such a thing.
And when the news about the school being destroyed came out, I got fired from my job. F-I-R-E-D. Fired. After all the parents have been cleared of all criminal charges, I now have to beg my boss to give me my job back, and trust me, it's not going to be easy.
Johnny Caden and Jessie Louise McKeever, you really crossed the line.
But Mom, Dad, and Kim, we really didn't do it. Sure you did. Let me play the confession you just made.
Yo, Johnny.
And Jessie.
McKeever.
Here. We.
Helped.
Landon. Clint.
Lucas.
Anne.
Charlie.
With.
Their.
Plan. Holla.
What? Kim, you tricked us.
How could you do this to us? Well, I already knew about what you two, Landon, Clint, Lucas, Charlie, and Olivia got up to, and since you two will lie about it, I decided to record you saying some lines. I took the audio and spliced it to sound like your confession.
Thankfully, your mom and I have that video confession of you 7 confessing to the whole mayhem, and that spliced audio confirmed it. So, either way, you two are in deep shit.
At least you got to see what the international terrors were like as adults, and hopefully, this will teach you that the gang you're in is a bad influence.
Oh, and don't think you will get away with lying about interning at Dunder Mifflin.
When we came back from jail, we called Dunder Mifflin and they told us that they never heard your names before, nor did they have an internship session going on.
Overall, you two have done so much in the past days. Now the both of you, head up to your rooms and really reflect on not just what you did today, but also what you've done since joining that no-good gang.
We'll let you know when dinner is ready. So, march to your rooms, now.
Okay, we will. Come on, Johnny, let's go. Johnny and Jessie better really learn from what they did today. I am already getting tired of their troublemaking antics.
Your mother and I are also tired of their antics. I hope we will get to see them improve for the better.
Olivia.
Erin.
Jones.
I know where this is going. You're going to scold me for what Landon, Clint, Lucas, Charlie, Johnny, Jessie, and I did to all the international terrorists' parents, you two included.
You're right, Olivia. How could you seven manipulate all the parents into becoming troublemakers and make us destroy a school?
Thanks to you and your friends, you made us look bad. As a matter of fact, we got makeovers to look like you.
And by the way, I let Mom and Dad listen to your confession. I thought you would like to listen too.
I'm Olivia Jones. I was an assistant to Landon, Clint, Lucas, and Charlie. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad. Zendaya, you tricked me. How could you?
Remember how I asked you to read some words off a piece of paper and recorded you saying it? Well, I took the audio, spliced it, and make it sound like your confession.
And your father and I have that video confession you and your friends made, confessing to the whole mayhem. The spliced audio did confirm that video confession.
Now, aside from making us look bad, you got me fired from my police officer job. Thankfully, the charges have been dropped and the chief rehired me straight away.
Oh yeah, and don't think we forgot that you lied about interning at Dunder Mifflin.
We called the company and they told us they never heard your name nor did they have interns working there.
So Olivia, you disappointed all of us once again.
Now go to your room and really think about how much pain you and your friends put a lot of people through, especially the Llewellyn Academy community.
And when dinner's ready, we'll call you.
Okay, Mom and Dad.
Olivia better snap out of that behavior soon. It's driving all of us crazy.
You said it, Zendaya.
No, no, no. This is not happening. Llewellyn Academy has been destroyed, thanks to those international terrorists who manipulated all the terrorists' parents to become troublemakers and have them destroy the academy.
I hope all the gang members will realize the damage they've done to the school and hopefully improve themselves for the better.
I heard what happened to the academy and I'm sorry to hear that happened.
Oh, you must be Flo, from the Dash Game series.
That's right, and next to me is Alan. He works at my friend Hal's construction company.
All the workers heard what happened to the school. Those people will pay for what they did. So, with that, our team will be willing to help rebuild your school.
One time, my diner got destroyed after it got overcrowded after someone messed up the banner promoting fat-free breakfast, making it say free breakfast. Hal and his handymen were kind to help rebuild the diner within a week.
Yeah, Flo, we heard about what happened to your diner. Say, Alan, all the people from Hal's construction company can help rebuild the school.
That's right. And we'll be able to rebuild it within a week since we got a big group of workers willing to help.
Hal and his handymen rebuilt my diner in 1 week, so they should rebuild the school in 1 week as well.
Really? That's great. I'm glad there are still good people on this earth. Thank you, Flo, for introducing us to Alan.
You're welcome. Say, why don't you come with me and Alan to my diner for a nice meal? You and Alan can also discuss potential new designs for your school.
You're inviting us to have a meal at your diner. We would love to go.
Great, come on, let's go.
Unbelievable. Our school got destroyed by the international terrorists' parents. And to add to that, they were manipulated by Landon, Clint, Lucas, Charlie, Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia.
I was looking forward to enjoying my first year at Llewellyn Academy, but no, the international terrors had to ruin it.
First, it's the Bates twins. Next, the Wilson Quartet. Now, it's Landon, Clint, Lucas, Charlie, Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia. Why can't the gang just leave us alone?
Oh, hello there. You must be Timothy, Adriana, Andrew, Allison, Victoria, and Emily Beckerman. I'm Nicolo and this is my friend, Florian.
I assume you heard us talking about what happened to Llewellyn Academy, which is the school both of us go to.
Hey dudes. We heard all about what happened to your school and we're so sorry that your school's leaders, staff, faculty, and students had to suffer.
And we were shocked that our parents were involved in destroying your school into smithereens. We knew something was up after we saw that our parents didn't come home the next day after they left for that party.
We came to your city to see the damage the international terrorist's parents has done to the school. Then, we took a walk in this park and we overheard you two talking about the damage to your school. And now, we're here, talking to you too.
Speaking of your parents, both Nicolo and I had to attend a class where your parents taught us about Andrew, Allison, and Victoria.
Not to mention, your father looked like Timothy in Andrew's clothing and your mother wore Allison's headband and Victoria's outfit.
Really? That's crazy.
What's worse is that the students who refuse to learn about the international terrors will be forced to listen to a loop of a song from the album, Saturday Night Skidmore.
Those students had to go to the Skidmore room to listen to that song, which is basically a room with pictures of Susan Skidmore.
Wow, that's insane. Did you two have to go to that room at some point?
Unfortunately, we went there twice and that song was so cringe. By the way, how have your parents been doing since the incident?
Well, they're still recovering from what happened in the past weeks. They're in shock about what they and the other terrorists' parents have done under Landon, Clint, Lucas, Charlie, Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia's control.
When Allison, Victoria, and I heard that our parents, along with the other terrorists' parents, were in jail for destroying your school, that gave us a wake-up call.
It definitely did. First, seeing our parents in jail was unimaginable. 2. Seeing them dressed up like us made us think whether if it's worth being part of the gang during adulthood. And finally, we saw a story about how upset one of your classmates was after the Wilson Quartet's parents beaten up his parents to the point that they needed multiple surgeries.
Oh, that's Randy. Right now, he's worried that his parents' health insurance won't cover majority of the cost of the surgeries.
If it turns out they can't afford to pay the rest of the hospital bill, then they may sell their home and they'll end up on the streets. Hopefully the amount won't be too high.
Oh no! We would hate to see your classmate end up on the streets if they can't afford to pay the rest of the hospital bill.
Think about it. If one gets brutally beaten up and the injuries were so severe, they need surgery. However, they could end up with a large bill if they don't have health insurance or the hospital doesn't accept their insurance plan.
Most importantly, you should also see the consequences of resorting to violence as a way to cope with the bad actions of your enemies.
Well, Andrew, Allison, and I are getting what you're saying. So after hearing what all of you had to go through, we'll slowly take steps into improving ourselves for the better. Indeed. What has happened in your city definitely gave all three of us a wake-up call.
You dudes seem nice. It would be nice if the three of us became friends with you too. Would you like to become friends?
Honestly, you, Allison, and Victoria seem cool and that you aren't dangerous like Oliver and Amber.
I agree with Florian. Plus, you three are starting to see the dangers of being part of the international terrors.
But before we give you an answer, can you answer this question?
And what's the question?
Are you three going to leave the international terrors?
Well, we currently don't have plans to leave the gang yet, but eventually, we will.
That's fine. You don't have to leave the gang now. It's best to wait until the right time comes.
And Andrew, we would love to become friends with you, Allison, and Victoria. We'll work together to see you three become better people.
Great! Allison, Victoria, and I are looking forward to this.
Awesome. Nicolo and I are also looking forward to these newly formed friendships with you three.
I'm glad that Andrew, Allison, and Victoria made some new friends.
Same here, Adriana. I know Nicolo and Florian will be good influences to Andrew, Allison, and Victoria. Say Nicolo and Florian, we're thinking about getting some ice cream. Care to join us?
Absolutely.
Count me in.
Great! Come on everyone, let's go get some ice cream.
I am in complete shock. The international terrorist's parents got manipulated by Landon, Clint, Lucas, Charlie, Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia to become troublemakers and destroy our beloved school. How could this happen?
Don't forget that before the school got destroyed, we were forced to learn all about the international terrors, and for those who are against that had to go to the Skidmore room.
First, my parents got beaten up badly. Now, our school is destroyed. What's going on here?
I guess the international terrors got one of the things they want, and that is, Llewellyn Academy fully destroyed by their parents, who got manipulated into becoming evil.
Even though all of us are miserable due to what happened to Llewellyn Academy, we do come bearing some good news.
And what would that be, Mr. and Mrs. Sampson?
Well, your parents called, saying that their surgeries went well.
Really?
That's right. In fact, we can take you to the hospital to see them.
We're so happy for you, Randy.
All right, guys, let's take Randy to see his parents.
Mom, Dad, I'm glad that the surgeries went well.
They definitely did, sweetheart.
Aside from the successful surgeries, we have some more good news.
And what's that, Dad?
We got the final bill for our surgeries and our insurance was able to cover majority of it. In fact, we only have to pay $30,000.
That's great, Dad.
Hello folks. I'm here to tell you that you have some visitors that would like to see you.
Oh, I wonder who they are.
You'll find out once they come here.
Mr. and Mrs. Wilson, what are you doing here? And Summer and Callum, I thought you were still in juvenile detention.
Well, we came here to fix things with you and your parents.
And as for us, Mom and Dad decided to take us out of juvie after we've gone through enough counseling to prove to the officers there that we're no longer a threat to society. In terms of Kelsie and Melanie, Mom and Dad requested to the officers that they would be relocated to a prison in Vyond City.
Dude, when we got word that our parents, who were dressed up as us, beat up your parents with spiked bats, we couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it was so terrible that when I heard that story, it sent shivers down my spine. When we saw our mother looking like a mix of me, Kelsie, and Melanie, and our father looking exactly like Callum, we got the impression that's what we would look like if the international terrors were to continue into adulthood.
In other words, Summer and I are going to take action into distancing ourselves from the international terrors. We'll not leave the gang just yet. We'll leave when the right time comes.
At least you two are starting to see the dangers of being part of that no-good gang.
George and Ingrid, we are so sorry for beating you two up and attempting to steal your house. You should understand that we're under the spell Landon, Clint, Lucas, Charlie, Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia put on us and the other international terrors as parents.
We felt so guilty for what we've done under that spell, especially when we and the other parents teamed up and destroyed Llewellyn Academy.
We also want to apologize for being racist and xenophobic to all of you. It was wrong for us to do that.
And we completely understand if you're not ready to forgive us. All that matters is that we owed up to our actions.
Gregory and Monica, we already saw that Landon, Clint, Lucas, Charlie, Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia were responsible for what has happened in our city.
As a matter of fact, we're willing to forgive you, under one condition.
And what would that be, Ingrid?
You two and the other international terrors' parents start advocating for more support for troubled teens.
That sounds like a great idea. After seeing what the international terrors has done to your city and our city, it's definitely time to take some action and advocate for more support for troubled teens.
We won't be able to eliminate crimes completely, but we, the citizens, can work together to reduce crimes from happening.
Great to hear.
Given that you two sincerely apologize for what you did, we're willing to work together to forget all about that incident. How does that sound?
That sounds like a great idea. Let's work together to move on from that incident.
Just curious, how much of the hospital bill do you have to pay?
Well, we only have to pay $30,000, and that's the amount not covered by our health insurance.
I see. Gregory and I are thinking about paying half that amount, since we really felt bad for beating you two up and shouting those racist and xenophobic remarks. How does that sound?
Really?
You two are going to pay half of our hospital bill?
Yes, we will.
And, as an added bonus, we'll talk to the other international terrorists' parents into contributing some money to pay the other half of your bill. In other words, you don't have to pay a single penny. So, do we have a deal?
Yes, we have a deal. We can't tell you how happy we are.
I'm delighted that you two apologize for your actions sincerely and that you and your friends are helping us pay our hospital bill.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Wilson, for all this. We really appreciate it a lot.
You're very welcome. Monica and I are glad that we're now on good terms with you guys and we're working to put the drama behind all of us.
Also, Randy, you seem like a nice dude. Summer and I would love it if we became friends with you. We promise that we'll work on becoming better people for not just for our family, but for society.
Well, you and Summer don't see that bad compared to other members of the International Terrors. So, I would love to become friends with you too. I can introduce you to more of my friends and we can help you become better people.
Callum and I are glad that we're now friends. We look forward to this.
I'm so happy that everything worked out for all of us.
Mom, Sam and I are in complete shock. I can't believe Landon and Clint would plot to separate you and Dad from our stepmothers and get you guys back together. In addition, they teamed up with Lucas, Charlie, Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia to manipulate you, Dad, and the other international terrorists' parents to become troublemakers and destroy Llewellyn Academy.
I thought this was all a dream, but it wasn't. We're sorry that you and Dad had to suffer under Landon, Clint, Lucas, Charlie, Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia's control.
Maggie darling, I was in complete shock after watching the news to see that you, Brandon, and the other international terrorists' parents successfully destroyed Llewellyn Academy. Rest assured, Landon, Clint, Lucas, Charlie, Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia will realize the huge mistakes they made, especially Landon and Clint.
Well guys, what has happened in the past weeks really put me in a lot of pain. Getting separated from Monica was bad enough, but destroying a school? I am a monster.
No! Don't say that. You're a great mom and Sam and I are grateful that you're our mother.
Yay! You're the best mom in the world.
Maggie, you're the best wife and mother to all the kids in this family. All of us will work together to move on from the chaos.
After seeing what has happened, Abbi and I will work together with everyone in the family to accept the new marriages and the fact that you and Monica are bisexual.
Sam and Abbi, you two are the sweetest kids ever. Your dad, stepmothers, and I are glad you're in our lives.
I'm grateful that you two will work with the family to accept the new marriages and mine and your mom's sexualities. You two are such sweet angels. Your mom and I love you a lot.
Aw. I love you and Mom too.
I love you and Mom a lot.
It's going to take a while to recover from all this chaos that has happened, but we'll get through it.
Well, Johnny, Jessie, and Olivia, you probably are wondering why I called you three here.
Does it have to do with what we've done in the past weeks?
That's right, Johnny. For some reason, I'm starting to regret what we've done to all our gang members as parents and the Llewellyn Academy community.
Same. Speaking of gang members, did you hear about Summer and Callum?
I have. They got released from juvenile detention early because they attended enough counseling to prove they're no longer a danger to society. They also told me that Kelsie and Melanie will soon be transferred to a prison here in Vyond City.
Exactly. Now, Summer and Callum told us that one of the students, Randy, was suffering after their parents beaten up his parents to the point they needed surgeries.
They also said that Randy was worried about his parents being at risk of dying from their injuries and that their health insurance won't fully cover the surgeries.
Hearing what happened to Randy gave all three of us a wake-up call. I'm sure you also got a wake-up call after we told you everything about his situation.
It sure did. Now, the real reason we're here together is because it's time to speak about our involvement with the international terrors.
After seeing what our parents in the Llewellyn Academy community had to go through in the past weeks, I'm starting to realize the dangers of being part of the gang.
I mean, when we saw our parents, with the exception of yours and Lucas's parents and Landon and Clint's biological parents, looking like our gang members, we realized something.
And what's that, Jessie?
What we realized is that what we're doing as part of the international terrors isn't going to benefit us in the future.
I am starting to see the consequences of being in the gang.
Jessie and I are starting to see that too.
Me as well. Do you think it's time that we leave the international terrors?
If I'm being honest, we shouldn't leave right now. What would Landon, Clint, Lucas, and the other remaining members think?
Come to think of it, if we leave now, Landon, Clint, Lucas, and maybe Kylie and Ashley will throw a fit and do lots of crazy things to us to make us regret leaving the gang.
True. So, we'll not leave the gang now. We'll just keep our distance from the gang for now.
And we must not mention a word about our conversation to the other gang members.
Right now, we'll slowly develop a plan to leave the gang. Again, we must not tell the other gang members about what we discussed, especially Landon, Clint, and Lucas.
That's a great plan. Who knows? Life could be better once we're ready to leave the international terrors.
Hello Sims Animation fam. I bet you were surprised to see what happened in this special. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed watching this special. You saw that the school was destroyed in this special. I do want to mention that when I release the next regular episode of Llewellyn Academy, the school will be fully rebuilt. In addition, this will be the final video featuring the International Terrors in my Llewellyn Academy series, bringing the International Terrors era to a close. And before I close off this video, I would like to give shoutouts to Steven SVT Cobra, Electrical Grape, and One Animate. Their channel links will be in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. This is me, Simpslover163, signing off. Take care.